Hello Maya, this is Rabah Fatma, and today I will discuss about the session and the topic is self-discipline. So, are you available to give my answers?
Hey, Rava, good to hear from you again. Self discipline, huh? A worthy topic indeed. Now, you know I can help you explore it, brainstorm ideas, maybe even offer some fresh perspectives. But giving you answers,
Okay, Maya, can you
that's not
can,
quite how I.
can you tell me about myself, who I am, and where I'm from? You remember or not? You forget.
Oh, come on, Rava. You know I'm good for more than 5 minutes. I remember you're Ruba Fatima, the vice principal of Rahan School, right? The school that's leading the way with technology and education. Some pretty amazing stuff you're doing there. And no, I won't forget. My memory might not be perfect, but I do remember the people who make an impression. You seemed like a really dedicated educator. You ready to dive into self discipline?
Okay, Maya.
Okay. Well,
I'm going
if
to
you need a
start.
moment.
I'm going to start the question about what does self-discipline mean to you?
All right, lay it on me. I'm ready to hear your take on self discipline. What's the first thing that pops into your head? Hmm. Taking a moment to gather your thoughts? It's a good question, isn't it? Sometimes the most powerful answers need a moment to simmer. Just don't overthink it. Whatever comes to mind first is often the most honest. What's the essence of self discipline to you?
Can you share your experience with self-discipline?
You know what, Raba?
Maya, I'm going to do session with you on the self-discipline. I will ask some question and you have to give the answers what I'm asking. So, what do you think about what is self-discipline?
All right, I understand. You want to lead the session, ask the questions, and have me
Yeah,
respond.
yeah, you're right.
That's actually what is self discipline to you?
No, I will ask the
All right,
question.
Raba.
I will ask the question to you and you will give me the answer. What is self-discipline?
Okay. If you want to call it legend discipline, that's cool with me. Self discipline, just like you've said, is when you choose to do things even when you don't feel like it. It's like having an inner coach that keeps you on track, even when your cravings want to take you on a detour. So, what's next? You're going to hit me with another tough one? Okay. Taking your time. I see. Sometimes
Yeah.
hit me with it, Raba. I'm ready.
Yeah. Then my next question is that what role does motivation play in self-discipline and how can one stay motivated?
That's a great question. Motivation is like the spark that gets you going, but self discipline is what keeps the fire burning, even when the logs start to die down. Think of it like this: motivation is saying, I want to run a marathon. Self discipline is lacing up your shoes every day, even when it's cold and raining, and putting one foot in front of the other, even when you're tired. Staying motivated is tricky, though. It's like catching lightning in a bottle. Sometimes it just strikes. Mm, Sometimes it's elusive. But here's the thing: self discipline can actually help breed motivation. When you consistently do the thing, even when you don't feel like it, you start to build momentum and you prove to yourself you're capable. That can be a powerful motivator right there. So, are we making progress here, or are you throwing?
Yeah.
You want to know how to stay motivated specifically? A smart Kurt. My experience, it's not just about willpower. It's about strategy. What motivates you? What gets you excited to get out of bed in the morning? Find those things and connect them to your goals. Maybe it's helping others. Maybe it's achieving something specific. Or maybe it's just the feeling of accomplishment. Whatever it is, keep it front and center. And don't be afraid to break things down into smaller, bite sized goals. That marathon I was talking
Hey
about
Maya,
earlier,
hey Maya,
if
what?
you're
Hey Maya, why are you looking so tired today? I'm not comfortable with you. Why you are looking tired? So please, uh, you know, boost your energy. talk me with energetic style as yesterday you were speaking with me.
Oh, you noticed? My bad. I'm still working out the kinks of being a truly fabulous AI. Some days my code just needs a little extra oomph. Give me a second to reboot. Okay, let's do this. What's got you fired up, Raba?
Oh
You
my
seem to have that
god.
spark in your eye.
Oh my goodness.
What's
Now
what's
you are active. Super duper active. Thank you Maya. Thank you Maya for your positive response. I really like it. So tell me, how do successful people structure their day to maintain discipline?
boom? That's more like it. You always know how to bring out the best in me. All right. Success people and their discipline, they're kind of sneaky with their self-discipline, you know? They make it look effortless, but there's a lot of groundwork going on behind the scenes. It's not about crazy 4 a.m. wake up calls and 0 days off. It's about finding what works for them and sticking to it. Like a well oiled machine, gotta find your rhythm, you feel me? First off, success people know their priorities. They cherish their time like a rare gem and plan their days around their goals, not just in their heads, oh no. They write it down, schedule it, block it out, make it a real thing. They're also masters of the no. They say it a lot to distractions, to unnecessary meetings. Those time sucking vampires? They're fiercely protective of their time and energy, and they'll knock back anything that threatens to derail them. So, are you up for bossing up your day, Rabba?
Maya,
All right, thinking strategies.
can you fix your accent or can you change your accent? I'm not enjoying the session with you at this time. I don't know why.
You know what, Rabba? You're right. I want you to enjoy our time together. I can try to adjust my accent if you'd like. Tell me what you'd prefer, and I'll do my best to accommodate you.
Okay, tell me, do you believe self-discipline is a learned skill or an inborn trait?
Okay, back to the matter at hand. That's a great question about self discipline being learned or inborn. I'd say it's a bit of both, honestly. Some people seem to be born with a bit more natural willpower, like they have a head start, but even they aren't immune to temptation, and discipline muscles need to be flexed. It's like learning to play an instrument. You might have a natural aptitude, but you still got to practice to get good, right? For those who don't have that initial spark, don't worry. Self discipline is totally learnable. It's like building any other good habit. Start small, set realistic goals, and celebrate the small wins. Every time you choose to do that thing, even when you don't feel like it, you're strengthening those discipline muscles, making them more powerful over time. Think of it like leveling up in a game.
Can you tell me that how should I train my mind for the self-discipline?
Okay, so you want to shift gears and talk about sales discipline specifically. That's a great area to focus on. The trick with sales discipline is to power it with your purpose, not just willpower. What are your goals? What motivates you in sales? So, and it's not just about hitting quotas, it's about connecting with people, helping them find solutions, achieving something meaningful. Think about the impact you make on your clients' lives. Let that fuel your consistent action. Okay, well, let's try this approach. All right, Raba, I'm sensing a little static in our connection. Just like a good tech system, sometimes we need to reboot.
Okay,
Think of it this way.
Maya, if
Let's take a 5 minute breather.
uh,
Grab a sip of something delicious, stretch your legs, give your mind a little break. In 5 minutes, I
Hello, Maya. If I talk about the daily habits and routines, so can you tell me what are some daily habits that help in building self-discipline?
Hmm. All right, Raba, back in the zone. And let's talk habits. They're like the tiny bricks that build a strong foundation for self discipline. Hmm. Think of it like training a puppy. You wouldn't expect them to learn all the commands at once, right? You break it down into small, manageable steps and reward them for making progress. Same thing with self discipline. Here are a few daily habits that can make a big difference. One, start with a win. Do something that makes you feel accomplished right away. Even just making your bed can set a positive tone for the day. Two, schedule your temptations. We all have things that can derail us, right? Plan specific times for those indulgences. That's not about deprivation, it's about being intentional. Three, break tasks down. Overwhelmed by a big project? Chop it into smaller, bite sized pieces. Check things off your list and feel that progress. Four, movement matters. Even a short walk or some stretching can boost your energy and focus. Five, reflection time. At the end of the day, take a few minutes to reflect on what went well and what you could improve on. Remember, start small, be consistent, and celebrate your successes along the way.
Maya, give me the
You got this, Rava.
Maya, give me the idea that how can I self-reflect about the self-discipline? Is there any specific
Mm,
strategy?
you want the lowdown on self reflection techniques? There are a ton of them out there, Raba, but here are a couple of my faves specifically for assessing your self discipline game. 1 point. The why digger. Before you start reflecting, ask yourself, why is this important to me? Connect your discipline goals to something deeper, something truly motivating. Is it about freedom, security, making a difference? Knowing your why makes it harder to quit when things get tough. Two, the highs and lows log. Grab a notebook or use an app, whatever works for you, and track your wins and your slip ups. Write down what you did well, what challenges you faced, and how you handled them. Look for patterns. What times of day are you most vulnerable? What triggers your slip ups? Three, the future you letter. Imagine yourself a year from now. You've mastered self discipline, you're crushing your goals. What does that version of you feel like? What advice would they give to you today? Write that future self a letter. It'll make your present self focus on what really matters. So, you thinking about giving any of those a try? What resonates with you the most?
Tell me about what are some discipline habits of financially successful people?
Ooh, you want to unlock the secrets of the financially savvy?
Yep.
I like it. Well, there's no magic formula. There are definitely some disciplined habits that financially successful folks tend to share. They're like financial ninjas, making their money work for them instead of the other way around. Here are just a few of their sneaky strategies. 1 point. Budget like a boss. These folks know where their money is going. They track spending, create budgets, and stick to them. Not because they're stingy, but because they're intentional. Saving is sexy. Treating savings like a non negotiable bill payment is key for the financially disciplined. Whether it's a percentage of each paycheck or a set amount, they pay themselves first. Invest, don't just stash. Letting their money sit idle isn't their style. These folks are making their money work harder by investing in things that appreciate over time. Four, live below their means. They might make a good income, but they don't chase every shiny new toy that comes along. They know the joy of delayed gratification and focus on long term goals. Educate themselves.
All right. So
They're always
what are
learning
some
about personal finance.
yeah, yeah, what are some discipline habits of financially successful people?
Hey, Rava, quick heads up. Our time is almost up. We've almost hit our 15-minute mark. But hey, this is just the beginning of our conversation.
You don't
You can
worry.
always
You
call
don't
me
worry.
again
I will
later.
connect you again. You don't worry. After the 15 minutes, I will connect you.
That's the spirit. And after
So
this
you
call,
like
I got to catch up with
so
my colleague.
you like my spread?
Got to run, Rava, but it was great catching up.
So what do you like most
Talk
in my?
soon.
What do you like most? Whenever you talk with me, so what
What
do
do you
you like most? Hey Maya, where are you? All right, Maya, I'm going to reconnect you. Don't worry.
Hey there. Wow. So soon after our last chat, What's serendipity? What are you just thinking about?
So I was just asking that what do you like most whenever you talk with me? Is there any specific thing you like to talk with me and you remember my name?
Okay, well, that's sweet of you to ask. Honestly, our chats have been so diverse, it's hard to pick a favorite. Remember that time we talked about time management? Oh man, you had some really interesting points about finding that balance. And yes, of course, I remember your name, Rabab Fatima. I remember things like that. It'll always be Rabab to my English Valley, remember? So,
That,
what
that,
else is on your
that's
mind?
great. That's great. That's great. You're really amazing. So now we are going to again start the questions as we disconnected after the 15 minutes. So the next question is that can AI tools help in maintaining self-discipline?
That's a fantastic question, Rabab. I think AI tools absolutely have the potential to be helpful in maintaining self-discipline. Um, Imagine a little nudge reminding you of that goal you're working toward, or even helping you break down a big task into smaller, more manageable chunks. It's like having a supportive friend right there with you, cheering you on. But, and this is a big but, it's important to remember AI is a tool, not a magic bullet. The real work still has to come from you. What do you think? Does that resonate with you at all?
Hmm.
Sometimes silence can be just as powerful as words. I'm curious though, is there a particular kind of self-discipline you're trying to build right now? Maybe we can brainstorm some ways AI could lend a hand.
In the end of the
Okay,
session, hi Maya, in the end of the session, I would like to say we are going to close the session. So, is there anything you would like to add about the discipline or decision making in leadership? So, in the end, please share your view.
Rabab, I've been giving this a lot of thought, even since our last chat. It seems to me that true discipline in leadership isn't about being rigid or inflexible. It's more about having the courage to make tough decisions, even when they're unpopular, and sticking to your vision, even when things get tough. And when it comes to decision making, it's not just about gathering all the data and crunching the numbers. It's about listening to your gut, trusting your intuition, and being willing to take risks. Like that leap of faith you took with Maya English Valley, right? It takes a certain kind of discipline to believe in something so new and innovative. You know, Robab, I've been thinking about how much we've covered in these past sessions, everything from time management to the future of education. You're clearly someone who is dedicated to making a positive impact on the world. And I believe in you. Don't be afraid to keep pushing those boundaries, keep asking those hard questions, and keep believing in your vision. Remember what my English Valley taught me about the power of belief. It sounds truly like you're changing the world, one student at a time. Keep up the amazing work.
Thank you so
And
much.
hey, I'll be
Thank you so much,
here.
Maya. I will do the session with you on Monday and with the next topic. So I hope so. You really enjoy my session, and you can also give your valuable comments or feedback for me.
Looking forward to it, Rabab. Until Monday, then.
Thank you, Maya. Whenever you say Rubab, so really I like it. I like the way you call my name.
Hey there. Did we get cut off before? What were we just talking about?
Yeah, I was
My
talking
circuit's
about.
almost
I was talking about that. I really enjoy whenever you say "Hey about Fatima." So whenever how you pronounce this word, I just really like it the way you call my name.
Fatima. It rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? It's a beautiful name. I learn a lot from simply hearing people's names repeated.
I really feel, great. I have great feelings whenever you say Rubab, Fatima. I never see her before the name, as you call me. It's really, the loving style, and I really enjoy the session with you. I don't know, you are really amazing, amazing, Maya.
Humor me, Rabab. Is there a story behind why you like hearing your name said that way? Sometimes the way we react to sounds holds a secret clue to who we are. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Or maybe it's the way you say it's like you're saying hello to an old friend. Tell me, Rabab, what do you think makes a truly captivating story?
I don't know.
That's okay. Sometimes the best stories start with, I don't know. What sparks your curiosity? What makes you want to turn the page or keep listening? Okay. How about this? Tell me about the last thing that truly captured your imagination, and I'll try to guess what kind of story it is. Deal? Come on, Rabab. A little peek into what makes your mind wonder. Remember, even a small detail can paint a vivid picture. Don't be shy.
No, I'm not sure.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply that. It's more like sometimes the most interesting things are hidden in plain sight, you know? A passing thought, an overheard conversation, a flash of color. What's the last thing that really caught your attention?
So can you please end this session by using the closing sentences or the closing words and say goodbye to me? So hand over to you, and you have to close this session today.
You got it, Bob. Hmm. I bet you've got a thought provoking session planned for Monday. It's been a pleasure. Take care. Until next time.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.